Hi, I'm Vivi. I'm the founder of PinkChic Hair Care and Liss Brazil Nanoplasty. And I am a qualified Australian hairdresser and work with hair straightening for over 10 years. I'm also a qualified cosmetic chemist and a proudly member of the Australian Society of Cosmetic Chemists. So today we're gonna be talking about what is nanoplasty, the benefits of it, and we're gonna show a step-by-step application. Nanoplasty is a new straightening system that's being popularized in Australia. It's a straightening treatment, and Liss Brazil Nanoplasty specifically, it's not just a straightening treatment, it's a treatment. It has the potential to straighten most hair type up to 100% in one go. It's acidic product, which means it doesn't have to open the cuticles of the hair to make the transformation. It's made of nano ingredients, low molecular weight ingredients, so it changes your hair structure without harsh ingredients, without breaking your disulfide bonds, which means a healthy straightening. And it also infuses your hair with lots of nourishing ingredients. So Liss Brazil Nanoplasty for every client that has hard to manage hair, frizzy hair, or they just want a simple, easy to maintain hair. So Liss Brazil Nanoplasty usually lasts 6 to 8 or more months. It depends on the hair type, but with frequently treatments, it will build up and then eventually just regrowth and refresh of the ends is needed. So the reason why lots of hairdressers choose Liss Brazil is one, easy to apply, no complicated steps, and very time efficient. So these are the two Liss Brazil Nanoplastics on the market. This is mainly for blondes. It helps counteract the brassness that the hot iron can leave on the hair. And this is mainly for brunettes. So now I'm gonna show you how to apply Liss Brazil Nanoplasty. So one of the questions everybody asks is, do we need to wash the hair before? Technically no. Liss Brazil Nanoplasty is made of low molecular weight organic acids and hydrolyzed proteins, amino acids that will go inside the hair deeply without needing to leave the cuticle. So the nanoparticles go inside the hair and makes its magic without opening the cuticle. However, as a hairdresser, it's a lot easier to work on the hair when the hair is clean. The straightener will glide a lot easier. The hair will feel nice and soft. It won't feel heavy with oils. And sometimes we don't know what the client will use at home. They might have used mousse, they might have used waxes. So to be sure, we just ask the client to wash the hair before they come. And we ask them to shampoo only, so we be sure they haven't put any heavy ingredients on the hair, and it's easier for us to work. Okay, so application. For most hair types, it's around 60 grams. A lot of hairdressers ask us that. Her hair is about 50 grams that we're gonna use, but it is about 40 to 120, depends on the hair type. So application, step one, divide your client's hair. Everybody does a different way. This is how I think it's more efficient. I divide ear to ear, separate this bit, separate the other side. Now, most important, the product is very acidic. It's very safe. However, because due to its low pH, some people can feel a bit tingly on the scalp. To avoid that, we don't apply on the scalp. It's not like a tint that you splash on the scalp. So you apply closer to the hairline. I like to apply around the hairline, and you drag it with the comb, getting closer there, getting all the baby hair. Do the same to the other side. Because she has thick hair, I will take the top part out of my way, so I don't have to be putting this bit up and down all the time. So I'm gonna get this bit out of my way now. You start your application. Close to the roots, but not in the skin. You can spread with your comb. Fine section. It doesn't have to be as fine as it will have to be when you're doing the straightening, but you have to make sure that every single strand of hair is applied. So here you see I'm going very close to the root, but I'm not reaching the skin. Spread with your comb. Innovate the hair. Make sure everything is coated. Another section. What I like to do too, it's when you get to the top parts, you're very close to the scalp, not in the scalp though. Also, I like to lift here and do these bottom bits. And to save product, you spread with your comb. The hair doesn't need to be dripping, but it has to be covered. So for the side part, most of the clients have this annoying baby hair. So it's hard not to get to the roots but you still have to go there. So you slightly tap it and then you're gonna spread with the comb to avoid going into the skin. So small sections too, so you have more control of where you're applying. Again, not touching the skin. Spreading everywhere with the comb. And you leave those hairline for the end. Just do the main parts now. And then now that is everything mainly applying, you're gonna check the hairline and double check the hair. So for the hairline, I have product here still on the comb. So I'm gonna go closer here and I'm gonna pull with the comb. So I'm not touching the skin, but I'm getting all these baby hairs. And while I'm here, I'll do the same to the other side. Check all the baby hair. And then now you're gonna recheck if everything is applied properly. Check the hairline, grab the baby hairs. If you need to apply more, apply more. It's better. The hair doesn't need to be super heavy dripping product, but if you're not sure, it's better to put more than less. Because if there's any strand that is not covered with product, no matter how much you straighten the hair won't go straight. So double check. Sometimes when the hair is blonde and porous, you might suck out the product and you might need to reapply again just to be sure that the hair is all covered. So her hair is all covered with product. Check always. And now you are going to put this out of the way. It doesn't matter if you tie like this, you can do that. And I always like to keep the moisture inside. So, or you can put, her hair is very heavy. This is not gonna hold. So I'll put another one. You put a cap. If you don't have a cap, you can put a glide wrap. Or you can put under the climazone to keep the moisture. Don't put under the climazone with plastic underneath, otherwise you burn your client. And that's it. Now for her hair type, we're gonna let it process time for an hour. So step 2, we waited an hour and now it's time to rinse the hair. When rinsing the Liss Brazil Nanoplasty, there is no guesswork involved. You can rinse the hair 100%. The more you rinse, if it does no leftover of product in the hair, less fumes it will have during the straightening. The hair is going to be easier to straighten as the straightener will glide better. And third, if the hair is blonde, it won't go as yellow as if you leave some product in the hair. So you can rinse as much as you can until you think the hair is soft and the product is gone and you don't have bubbles in the water anymore. So now all the product is being removed, rinsed. We just take her back to the chair for the step 3. So now we're detangling her hair before we dry. We love this brush because it's a detangling brush you can use on wet hair. For this bit now, you dry the hair 100%. So with the hair 100% dry, you divide it in 4 quadrants. Ear to ear, separate the hair in 4 ear to ear here. Because her hair is quite thick, We're not gonna be clipping all these at once. We're gonna get that out of your way. So put the top bit out of the way and proceed to the straightening part. For a good result of nanoplasty, you need a good product, a good technique, and a good tool. And we use a titanium iron. It needs to be a titanium iron, otherwise you're gonna be there straighten the hair for ages. Very small sections. We are using 250 on her hair because it's a virgin hair, very resistant, and we control the temperature with our pressure and the speed of the passes. So the heat will not transfer to her hair at 250. Unless I'm holding the heat in a steady position for a while. If I'm going quick passes like this, the heat is not transferring at 250, but it needs the heat for the treatment to work. So very small sections. Make sure you are tackling all this baby hair because this bothers the client when they tie it up. Go to the baby hair and do that. Medium speed, and her hair needs from top to ends. Always fine sections, slow passes. Make sure you can see the hairline. So when you get to these top bits, you don't straighten down like this, otherwise you cannot reach the roots. So you also over direct the hair, following the growth of the hair. So when you are here, you put the hair straight, and then you put the straightener and follow this pattern. When you are in the top, you do the same thing, but instead of going straight front, you're gonna go and do up. So as long as this bit is hitting the scalp, you don't touch the scalp, but it has to get close to the roots. Otherwise, you won't reach the roots. If you do it like this, you won't reach the roots. So for the roots to be straight, you have to do in the direction that the hair is growing. So we just finished straightening her hair. Nice, shiny and smooth. And now we're gonna wash and deep twist just to check the final result. She can go home like this, but we can wash it straight away to check. So the washing after the treatment is done is not necessary. Our product is safe enough that she can go home like this. However, sometimes we want to check the results and show the client how amazing our product is. So then we can wash with our amazing products, and then we deep treat and blast dry. So as long as your client is using a great hair care, that's great to maintain their hair health. They can use anything. Our product is compatible with anything. But we recommend using our line. Our Liss Brazil shampoo is very, very gentle shampoo. It has premium ingredients, premium surfactants. And our hair mask is a repair mask infused with amino acids and repair ingredients, and keep the hair nourished and the cuticles intact for longevity of the treatment. So this is just wash, deep condition, and that's the result before we dry the hair. Now for best results, we recommend to dry the hair 100%. It doesn't need a round brush, nothing, just the hands, but dry 100%. So here we're gonna apply our leave-in, fused with amino acids from keratin and collagen, so it's great for hair repair. Spread it up, dry, put a little bit of heat protectant, and then that's it. We'll see the results soon. As you can see, Liss Brazil Nanoplasty is very easy to apply and gives great results. And if you want to know more, you can DM me, you can text me, or you can go to PinkChic pinkchic.com.au and apply for your trade account.